House Sports on your radio. Tell us who are. Tell us who you're repping.
Yeah, Seahawks. This is Dallas.
Oh, what's good, team?
First time I ever called in.
Hey, no problem, fam. Hey, we're talking about the 49ers. We're talking about the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going ahead and taking the 49ers. Break down why you think the Seahawks are going to win this game, team.
Oh, easily. First of all, the Seahawks are going to win the game because they're not going to allow Kaepernick to simply get to the edge. They'll keep him in the pocket and make him do what he really doesn't do very well, and that is throw downfield. And with Richard Sherman and the rest out there, I'm sure that there's actually not going to be any problem with Seattle being able to beat down the Niners the way they have the last two times that they played with the 12th man.
Well, and don't get me wrong. I believe in their home field advantage. I understand that it's stern. But one thing that I also believe in is that their offense is Jekyll and Hyde, and that's me being nice. That's me being nice to say that, it's quarter to quarter with their offense. And it seems as though when they don't have Marshawn Lynch running the ball efficiently, their offense lacks continuity. And I think Marshawn Lynch going up against a front seven that has Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman in the middle just is not going to be able to get the things that they're used to. And even if we're talking about Russell Wilson, I think he's good, but just does not have the weapons to be successful and keep that offense going. But the 49ers do. Got Bolden, got Crabtree, got Vernon Davis. Not saying the defense isn't nice, but they're going to give some things up. And I see the Seahawks sputtering in the third quarter. They have struggled in the third quarter.
Well, I think that Sherman's going to make Crabtree his girlfriend. There's no way that he's going to. He is not.
Oh, my
the only
goodness.
way he is going to get free if there's a new Emancipation Proclamation.
Oh.
Help us.
No way he is going to be able to do to the Hawks the same thing that he was able to do, acting like they're reenacting.
Dallas, hold on 1 second. We got another call. We're going to put you on with Adam. Hold on. House Sports on your radio. Tell us who are. Tell us who repping.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Adam.
Adam Wood. What's good, team? Hey, man, Dallas, go ahead and finish up. We're going to pass it to Adam. Go ahead, team.
But, Adam, how do you see this one playing out?
You know what? I mean,
Come on, Adam.
it's pretty evenly matched. and
Come over to
everything.
John's side.
And, here's what it is. I'm going to go with, the Seahawks are a really great team.
Come
They
on,
have a
get
really
it out.
good defense, and
Mitigation,
obviously being at
Devin.
home,
It's
everything
called
that's going to play
mitigation.
into it. But honestly, being after watching the game against the Saints, I didn't think Seattle did as well offensively as they could have done, and I think they
sputtered.
They won the game defensively. Obviously, the way they played, very efficient, very well.
Yeah.
But when you have a quarterback throwing 100 yards against, a Saints defense, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. That's not nothing to scoff at.
Great.
They got the win.
I think you're going to have problems, and I think that the 49ers have too much of a good defense and a good running game and a pretty good passing game. I mean, Kaepernick's not really throwing that many yards.
He's not. I was going to make an argument just to go along with it.
He's neck and neck with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, almost same amount as attempts for the most part.
Pick your poison.
They're
Which
off by
quarterback
10.
you want?
But he has more weapons.
10 attempts, but he's got more threats.
Absolutely.
Anquan Bolden, who is a shit talker, he's going to get out there, get under your skin. He's going to draw, a lot of that secondary and everything like that. That's going to dedicate it to him. You still got Vernon Davis. You still got Crabtree that could be out there. You got Franco in the backfield. I just think they're going to contain Kaepernick, but I think he can make the throws. I disagree with him saying that he can't make the throws because I've seen him get out of the pocket, stay in the pocket, and make the throws. Does he make it all the time? Is he as accurate every time? No. But I think, given the choice between the two, I think it's going to be a really close game.
It is.
I think it's not going to be. It's going to be 17-14. It's going to be San Fran in that game.
I got a comment. I got a comment for Dallas because I know you said a little bit about Crabtree and Sherman and their interaction. But when you mention a guy like Anquan Bolden, sometimes you can only match strength for strength. And I understand Richard Sherman produces by just having a bigger body. He's a big cornerback. I believe he's 6'3", still has that body and a lot of good speed. But with a guy like Anquan Bolden, you're not big boying Anquan Bolden at the line. I'm sorry. You're not doing that.
You got to have a smart secondary guy. And they have one with Thomas back there. Earl Thomas is a very good
Earl Thomas is not going to be sticking Anquan Bolden. Earl Thomas has Vernon Davis as a job. You get where I'm going with this now,
I'm
Devin?
just saying, you
can't just
single
out one guy.
Playmaker,
You can't just single out one guy.
Yeah,
I think Anquan Bolden, who already last year showed that he can be the reason in the wide receiving core why you can get something done, is the reason again absolutely the reason again
I'm
this
not
year.
saying that, and I'm hardly a Seahawks fan. God knows, not with a name like Dallas. But I'm sure that the Legion of Boom didn't just get their names because it was like nice and catchy. They have big DBs, and I'm sure they actually have a game plan. They actually use coaching, unlike the Cowboys. But they will actually. I would not doubt that they can undercut. They can undercut some of those throws that are going to be going to Anquan Bolden. He's not going to just be running free. He's not going to just be running wild and free.
Chancellor, Thomas, and Sherman. You lose Broner, but
nobody else has been introduced to him.
Yeah,
I think they've got any other. They've got two receiving threats, and that's it.
You're not counting Vernon as a receiving threat?
Well, I don't know. It depends on. Do we have his monthly calendar?
Exactly. Exactly.
He does. I mean, Vernon Davis does have 13 touchdowns. That's more than.
Let's go.
That's almost as many as your top three.
Let's go, Adam.
Receivers.
Let's
combined. He's got 850 yards, which is 40 shy of Golden Tate, your number one threat.
Take your time, Adam.
I mean, I'm just saying, Anquan Bolden, he's going to draw people. Vernon Davis is going to draw people.
Gotta respect it.
Between Crabtree, Bolden, and Davis, the Legion of Boom can only do so much. One of those guys is going to get open down the field, and Kaepernick's got an arm. That dude can throw it down. I've seen him throw it down the field and make plays. I've seen him last year.
They also are going to get some pressure in his face. He's not going to just be able to step up into a clean pocket. They'll keep him in the pocket, and they're going to get some rush up the middle, not just allow him to go where he wants to go.
But
I mean, I don't think everyone was on Russell Wilson's MVP candidate halfway through the year.
They were,
and he's not,
and he was playing well.
100 yards a game. It's like, we had a conservative good game. Those are Tim Tebow numbers, by the way.
Take your time, Adam. Take your time, Adam.
Now I can honestly say.
Wait, 1 second, Dallas.
Russell Wilson is the best 6-foot-tall black quarterback in the North.
All those reservations. I mean, how many qualifications you gonna put on there?
Yeah, we don't need all that.
Quarterback. Doesn't have nothing to do with black or white.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You're right, Adam.
That's the only way I can quantify him to actually be any kind of MVP.
No, Dallas. No,
stop.
Dallas. This is how I feel on the matter. Okay,
stop.
Because
Dallas was at Starbucks.
He was at Starbucks.
He wants whipped cream, light foam. There's a little bit of that.
Well, listen. I mean, I don't think anything about his race can attribute to what he does as an athlete on the football field here. Dallas. But we look at this, and I say, you know what? Yes, he's 6 feet tall. Yes, he's the franchise quarterback. Yes, he's his second, third year right now, his sophomore campaign. He had a very good year last year. You look at what Kaepernick is giving you. You look at the weapons in terms of wide receiving core and a stable of running backs that you have with Dixon and also Frank Gore from the 49ers. But you also look behind you and know you have Marshawn Lynch as a running back. You got weapons like Percy Harvin. You got Golden Tate, even though he's not as big. But you can get these guys the ball effectively. You want to look at Zach, the tight end, but you know what, Adam? It's going to come down to defense. And if I'm looking at defensive players, I'm going to say, you know what? I'll take Thomas. I'll take Chancellor. I'll even take Sherman and say, you know what? They lost a Browner, but they still can match up with a Vernon Davis, with a Crabtree, and with the likes of who's the other wide receiver out there they have out there? Crabtree, Bolden. They can match up with those three very well. 3-on-3, I can take that in part of my 7-on-7 matchup.
You're missing out with Frank. With all that conversation, you forget Frank Gore in the backfield, who definitely has to be accounted for, Devin.
No, you have linebackers for that.
You have too many
linemen for that.
Devin, you
have the first-ranked defense, you got the third-ranked defense, you got the fourth in the passing game, the seventh in the passing game, fourth in rushing attack, first in running attack. It's very tight in terms of what these teams do, and a lot of
one has weapons and one doesn't. No. Let's be honest. One has weapons offensively. That's the 49ers. And the other is just holding on to the unchanging hand of Marshawn Lynch.
No, and they just got another weapon, like I said last week, with Percy Harvin.
Devin, nobody.
And even with the lack of weapons, they lost 3 games. The 49ers, who have more weapons, lost 4 games. And then you look at how they lost.
They were banged up.
The Seahawks never lost a game 29-3.
They're banged up.
So the Seahawks noted. And then they never lost a game 27-3. That never happens. Okay? They never lose that bad, that ugly. Whether it's third week in the season, fourth week in the season, later on in the season, week 16, there's not going to be a blowout. There's going to be a team that's going to execute and stay along their game plan closer than those 49ers will, because I don't believe that you're going to have Kaepernick that's going to go out there and sustain a very, very difficult game and win it. I don't see it happening.
I'm telling you, you got a comparable defense, and you got a guy that has just more weapons. I feel for Russell Wilson. He just does not have enough weapons to compete. But Dallas, Adam Wood, great commentary, man.
Heck yeah, Dallas.
House Sports, y'all.
House Sports.
All right. House Sports.
678-705-9693. Man, Devin, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
You know.
It's somebody.
She want to leave you.
It's-
But you refuse to let her go,
it's,
Judge.
it's somebody. It's somebody by their phone right
Yeah.
now, Devin Emery. And they're saying, man,
I think I should.
I sure didn't agree
I
with
wonder if I
what
can.
John just
Yeah,
said.
you're right.
Somebody said, man, dang, I don't know what Devin's over there talking
You
about.
know, somebody should tell him about himself. You know, he thinks he's something. You know.
678-705-9693.
Yeah, 9-3. That's the number.
Devin Emery.
We got a call. Let's take the call. I probably
Let's go,
said
King.
something upset the house.
House Sports on your radio. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you repping.
Hey, it's John Fitzgerald. You know all those New York teams in Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
What's good, team?
Fitz.
Man, get your picks in here, man. We're not on the fence. You know how we do. Seahawks, 49ers. Let's do it.
Too close to call. I got the 49ers.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I just think at the end, Kaepernick's going to hurt him with their legs, and Russell Wilson will make the big mistake. We've just said it all year, game manager.
And you know what, John? I always know that you have sense, though, John. Outside of, we're going to call that pick that you made for the Patriots losing just a mulligan. That was just a mulligan. I still believe, John Fitz, that you got amazing commentary. Don't ever side with Devin. That's what it transpired. You sided with Devin, and then there's issues that come with it. But I definitely have the 49ers getting this game. And I do see Russell Wilson making a big-time mistake, Devin. He has gone quarters. Not series, not drives, but whole quarters without completions. That's problematic.
He does. And what I see going down is Colin Kaepernick, for some reason, maybe it's the plan, but he does not use his legs during the season. As soon as the postseason comes, this guy takes off and he acts like he's supposed to act all year.
Hold on, John. House Sports on your radio. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you repping.
And there's Ron in the
Let's
building.
go, Ronnie. Hey, Ron, I know who you're picking. I'm picking with you. Get your commentary in on this subject. Break it down for us, man. We got John Fitz on the line, too. Go ahead.
What's going on? I'm like, my thing is, it's more, we owe them more than it's going to be, a whole bunch of X's and O's about it, other than anybody really hoping for a Russell Wilson resurgence is sadly mistaken.
no, Ronnie. I don't see it that way.
The kid has been regressing the last 6 weeks of the season going into the playoffs. I'm sorry. I'm like, there's a difference between holding down the Saints, who suddenly had decent defense, but turned the ball over.
But, man, it's always great to have
Yes,
y'all commentary.
sir.
Ronnie, you got to call in more often, man. John, keep
You gotta
on
call
doing-
in more often,
You got to call
too.
in more often, too, man. House Sports, y'all.
House Sports.
What happened to them Sunday shows, man?
Sunday, we're coming back with it, Ronnie.
We're
We're
gonna come
going to
back
make
with
it
it,
happen.
Let me get my butt back to work. House Sports.
House Sports.
Man,
we need to make it long. All right, Ronnie. Tighten us up, man. Sunday shows, man.
Yeah.
Tighten us up, man.
make it happen.